They caught up in vanity. What a calamity. Them got the audacity. Them got the audacity. Hey y'all, it's me, Janique. Real Talk New York with Janique. Okay, so let's get straight into this topic today. Look at my little dress. It's cute. Look. See? It's cute. I don't know if I put it on right or not because it's kind of short. So maybe I tied it wrong. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. But anyhow, let's get into it. So let's talk about so-called friends. Oh my God. I don't understand why people are so inauthentic. I don't even know if that's a word, but they're not authentic. They're not genuine. They're not real. A lot of people go into people's life because they're looking for a support system, but they don't give that support back. They're looking, I don't know what's their agenda, but there are some people in your life are so-called friends. They're not really a friend, okay? And let me tell you the signs about so-called friends. Oh, let me say this, right? Sometimes they're in your life because, like, I'm not a celebrity. I don't know why they're in my life. But they're in some people's life because maybe they are looking for a clout, they're looking for fame, they're looking for popularity. Sometimes they're in people's life because they know that person is a genuine person and they want somebody to always be on the phone, to constantly talk on the phone with them for hours and hours about the same thing, complain about the same thing. People who are not authentic will do that to other people. They don't have no consciousness. They go through life and they do, and they don't ever think about how they make other people feel with their actions. And let's get into it now, right? So-called friends. I notice a lot of females are fake, phony, and they carry on with a fake personality. I don't get involved in that. If I don't like you, trust me, I'll be running up quicker than bomb. I'll be out of your life quicker than bomb. You won't ever see me. I will not disturb you. I will not come around you. I will not talk about you. I will not call you on the phone. I will not be watching you at all. There's no people that I do not like. I don't go on their social media. I don't watch them. I don't do nothing with them. I just move on with my life. Okay, here we are. Now, so-called friends, these are the signs. They gossip about you. They will gossip about you. You cannot tell them anything personal about you. And I don't suggest you ever be friends with a gossip or somebody who has this type of running mouth, running tongue, because those are the type of people that could, number one, get you if you're involved in any illegal activity and you're trying to keep it on the low. They will get you in jail. They will ruin your relationships, your other friendships. Gossips are just bad people. The Bible speaks about gossips. It says they're divider of friends. Proverbs, if you read into Proverbs, you get a lot of wisdom in that. A gossip is someone who divides friends. So, number one, they gossip. A so-called friend always gossiping about other people. And if they gossip to you, they're definitely going to be gossiping about you. As soon as you hang up the phone, they're gossiping about you. Number two, about so-called friends, they don't support you. They don't support. They'll take support. Like, they'll sit there on the phone with you for hours so you could build them up. They're looking for emotional and moral support. But they will not even support you. Like, when I had my son, I realized who my friends were. Swear to God. When I had my son at 17, my son had 3 godparents. 3. And one godparent, which was my son's godfather, Steve. Big up yourself, Steve. He's the only godparent that ever really supported and been there for me with my son when I had my son at 17. No friend that claims they're a friend. One thing I don't respect is when people try to give them, like, pretend with you, like give them some importance in your life when that's not how it went. Me personally, when I had my son, I didn't see any friends. Only friend that was around me when I had my son was Tammy, which we're no longer, I'm sorry to say names, but that was an ex-friend of mine. At that time, she was a good friend for me, and she was around with my son. So, but otherwise, I didn't have any friends that would really come, especially godparents, never came and took my son out. Never, like, even though my son's birthday, my son, mind you, my son is 19. If you're doing it when he's 18, it's too late, really. So I'm going to be honest with you, I don't have any friends. Like, not from the past, not people that I grew up with. Those are not, when I had my son, I realized people around me, they just felt like they were better than me and they were not really my friends. So I would say I do have friends. I'm not gonna lie, I do have friends. I do have a best friend. And this my best friend, the female that I say is my best friend is you know, my best friend is Donna. I don't want to say everybody's name, but that's my girl. You know, she's real, she's authentic. She's not a gossiper. She's just genuine, authentic person. That's who I would say, if I was going to say someone is my best friend, that's who I would say is my best friend. Anyway, so there we are going to go about that. So I do have friends, but I know that there's people that so-called friends that like to pretend well. All right, so they don't support you. And matter of fact, not only do they not support you, they will go behind your back and say little slick, subtle comments to make it seem like you're not as cool, you're not as fun, and you don't have the vibes that you really do. So they will go. So what happens is, like, how so-called friends, a lot of times they get exposed, especially females. Females are notorious with gossips. Like, you know, the toxic ones, they gossip all the time. So when it comes to females, right, how you're gonna really see, you're gonna see this a lot with females. They're going to go behind your back and try to make it seem like whatever you accomplish is not really you accomplished. Somebody gave it to you, you got it for free, or something like that. Or they will smile in your face, but behind your back, they will try to sabotage you in any way that they can. Or they will collect information about you, and then, like, spread it to whatever people in their circle, whoever. I don't know why they do it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going off and around. I hope I'm making some valid points. Please, I'm sorry. Subscribe. Thanks for my 1,000 subscribers. Woo! Anyway, so, okay, I don't know if I'm going off in a rant. Oh, guys. Okay, so they don't support you, and they pretend that your success is not there. And they, like, for instance, when I first got my 1,000 subscribers, look at my video that says 1,000 subscribers, and look who's congratulated me. And people congratulated me in real life, like my real supporters, like I said, Donna, Felicia, like my people who support me, and we support each other. You know what I'm saying? Certain people really did congratulate me. My cousin watches my show. My cousin Kim, big up yourself, Kim. She congratulated me. A lot of people saw, oh, my niece, man. I can't forget my niece, Kylie. Big up yourself, man. My niece, Kylie. She definitely went underneath the post and was like probably one of the first, if not one of the first people to congratulate me on me reaching 1,000 subscribers. So fake friends, they're going to ignore your accomplishments. It's just a common thing. Like, you'll always see that in them. It's very common. It's extremely common. All right. So they ignore your accomplishments. My beauty pageants, not one so-called friend congratulated me, or was there anyway. They just don't congratulate you. That's it. They don't congratulate you. And they'll make up an excuse why they don't congratulate you, because so-called friends, there's something else. I could go into so much real details about so-called friends, but the fact that I can read people so well, I read people so well to the point where if I really say what I'm reading into and how I'm reading you is going, and I'm like, how I'm like really seeing through it, you're going to be embarrassed because you're putting up this act when I'm really seeing through this act. But anyhow, so what is it? They're not uplifting. Your real fake so-called friends, they're not uplifting. You know, you go through a rough time, man, and you could go through a real rough time, and you know your ride or die friends, that you could call them up when you're going through a rough time, and they will uplift you. They will make you feel supported, motivate you. So-called friends, when you call them up with a problem, they turn it about them and their life, right? And they'll talk for 2 hours straight and make it about them. Then they say, oh, I gotta go, and hang up the phone. That's how they do. They're not uplifting. And they will be known as being bad mind. Jamaicans call it bad mind. They're not good people. I'm telling you, a lot of people that pretenders. If I'm wrong, listen, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong under the comments, but they're not uplifting at all. They don't uplift you. All right, they're jealous. They're really jealous of your accomplishments. I mean, I feel like this one so-called friend, she was jealous of my relationship with the father of my child. And I feel like she definitely was, because that's the only explanation to it. One time I was going, and this is an old story. I have so much, like, females, I see right through them so bad because I have so much stories of them. So much story. And I could just only give a few in this video. All right. So one time I went back. I had a situation years ago with the father of my child, and we both got into it real bad, right? And like it became altercation. We got into an altercation because of whatever the situation was. He was jealous and controlling, and there was only 3 people there, right? And this is somebody who claims they're their best friend. This so-called best friend literally took my humiliating story and put it to another friend that wasn't even there, had nothing to do with it. Numerous people came back and told me that story that a so-called friend told them, and that's only so-called friend that was there. I don't understand why she would want to do something like that. I think her whole idea was just to humiliate me and to poke a hole in my story, like, oh, their relationship is not that good. There's no reason. If you were supposed to be a best friend, you should have came to me and discussed whatever issue. You never do stuff like that. And that was years ago when my kid was small. And not only that, years later, I forgave that person. I said, all right, fine. Let me give this person the benefit of that. Years later, another person came up to me and told me about this so-called friend. This person is bad mind. This person is not really your friend. Years later, this couldn't be a best. This person could not be. So much stories with this person. So-called friends. I have I could tell so much stories about this, and this person really think I don't know. You know, about like little shady antics that they've done behind my back. Fake lies. I could spend, and not only that, so-called friends, they would take from you, like even support, simple things as support. Like I could find it in my heart to go, and I did this out of my heart, so I don't even feel bad about it, because I went out of state to support an event a so-called friend was having, right? Spend over $1,000 for support something that so-called friend invited me to. But when it was my turn to get support, right? And that so-called friend could even give me $10 to a donation to a cause. That so-called friend couldn't give me $10 to a donation to a cause that's close to my heart, giving back to the community. Oh, I don't have it because of my kids or whatever. You don't have $10? You couldn't even give $10. You couldn't even try, even share. No type of support. But I could go ahead out my way and spend well over $1,000 to leave my state to support something that you're having. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. 2021, I'm not giving my time, my energy to people who do not reciprocate, because all they do is take, but they do not give back. I'm sorry. And when you speak the truth about people, they will go and say, oh, the reason why this person is not my friend no more because they're jealous of me. This is what's so-called, because they're not real. They're not genuine. They're not going to sit there and say, hey, the reason why this person don't talk to me is because that personally genuinely feels that I'm fake and I do not give support, but I can take support. They're not genuine. They're going to say the reason why you left their life is because you're jealous. You're jealous of them. That's their only, and every single person that left their life is jealous because why? They don't find really what the real problem is, what people are seeing in them. The toxicity, the selfishness. Selfish people cannot be friends with anyone. Selfish people only for themselves and their own agenda, because nothing is from the heart. It's always it's just so deep with selfish people. Selfish people is the number one narcissist. They are. They cannot change. If somebody been doing the same thing for years and years, they can't change. So-called friends are not genuine. Excuse me. Oh, I've been having heartburn. But selfish people are not genuine. Tell me what you think about my bob, guys, because I curled it up. I like it. I think it's cute. They're not genuine. They're not genuine at all. Trust me. I'm going to go off in a rant. Please watch this whole video. All right, so what are my points? They gossip about, these are my points. They gossip about you. 2, they don't support. And if they do, it's because they want, like, if they do support, it's for something. They're getting something out of it, but they're not genuinely supporting. These are so-called friends. I'm not putting up with this in my life. Not putting up with that. No one's taking my energy and they're not giving. Sorry. They're jealous. They're not uplifting. And they're very selfish. And the Bible says lovers of themselves in the last days. So they only love themselves, care about themselves. They're not, I literally just spent thousands of dollars, really, not thousands, like over $1,000 to go and support someone, and you can't even give me $10. And you know how I know this person's lying? That they don't have nothing to give. This person's lying because I remember everything. I am the person that I remember everything, especially when I'm dealing with a liar, and I know. This person literally told me, yeah, I was saying, yeah, I want to put down for a house or whatever, and the person rebutted, yeah, I have some money stacked up too. Like, you have money stacked up too. That's cool, nothing wrong with that. But you couldn't give me $10 for a cause, but I could go and spend over $1,000 to support something that you're having. Yo, people is so selfish and self-centered. I cannot be friends with people like that. I'm sorry. I can't. And I know this person was lying because I literally had a conversation a month before with this person. They was talking about how much chips they're flipping. Like, what? You want me to support you, but you can't support me. You want to take, but you never give. Only friends, people I could say is ride or die is people who was there for me when I had my son. And there's only one person that was really there for me that I grew up with. I'm talking about that I grew up with, that I have my son, and that's his godfather, Steve. He always came through. That's it. Everybody else, wow, I would even regret making them godparents for my kid because they never cared. And I'm sure these people will want you to bend over backwards. And it's so much things I could say. And it's just like people, they don't self-reflect. They don't look, hey, how am I treating this person? Am I giving back? Am I only taking? I could spend that's the last straw. That is the complete last straw. I could literally spend over $1,000 and you cannot donate $15 to the theater to a cause that's important to my heart. You're not no friend. And if you're that broke that you don't have $15, guess what? I don't even want to be friends with somebody that's that broke. I do not want to be friends with somebody that don't add value to my life. These people are, and add insult to injury. You're claiming your bestie. It's bad. I'm not even gonna go off in a rant because honestly, I don't have hate for people. But when you see people ways, it kind of disgusts me. It really does disgust me when you see their ways and they continue to pretend that, oh, everybody else is the problem and they're the victim. You're not no victim. You're the B word. A lot of times these females, they are the B word. That's really what men complain about. Men complain about these females with this bad energy in them. Spiteful, tit for tat, vindictive, and selfish. And that's what most men call the B word. Some guys are low value. They call any woman the B word. But the B word really is the females with all these bad traits in them. Anyway, guys, stop. Like, when you see somebody that's not real, don't give your time and energy to them. Don't. Sorry, I can't make it. Sorry, no. You don't got it. You're broke. Just like how them broke, you're broke too. Anyway, guys, Real Talk New York with Johnny. Big up yourself. Large up yourself. It really kills me how somebody could have the audacity to say that out their mouth, calling somebody a best friend, but will never ever show any positivity and upliftment, only if they're benefiting from it. It really kills me. Just like, nothing bothers me more than a fake-hearted person. I'm sorry. Anyway, guys, I don't need to say no names. People know who they are. They know what they do. They think they're slick. I don't even care. I move on with my life. I'd rather have no friends, but thank God that he blessed me with genuine people in my life. And big up to my genuine people, my real people. Don't let these fake narcissists fool you. Big up yourself. Large up yourself. Oh, I got so much things about so-called friends. Another thing about so-called friends, they will ignore your accomplishments. Like, I dropped a whole music video. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there. Anyway, big up yourself, large up yourself. I don't even care. Just thank God when God reveal who your real people are. And I'm glad God revealed through the gossip that came back to me about it, because then afterwards, the same toxic, negative behavior, sneaky, underhanded, phony behavior continues. I'm not a support system for nobody who is not a support system for me. Anyway, guys, Real Talk New York. And your time is your support. Your time. You talking to people on your phone for an hour, to being there for them, building them up. Guess what? You could have built yourself up in that hour. Stop letting these people drain you. Toxic narcissists. And society don't talk enough about narcissistic females and how toxic they are to everyone in their relationship, in their friendship, how toxic and messy they are. Society, they only talk about narcissist men. They don't talk about the covert narcissists. Anyway, guys, Real Talk New York with Janique. Big up yourself. Large up yourself. Subscribe. Bye, guys. Love you. Thank you to my supporters. If I had lipstick on my teeth, sorry.